York Jets.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 64 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often, in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a
gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
A run for Nick Chubb. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the... Stop.
C.J. Mosley.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Broken tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards on the play. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 11 carries, 56 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the break. Browns 35.
On the play. First down, New York.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 20. Yards that time. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter. Quarter 14-7, our score.
Jets 7.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll drop to throw. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. For him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it brings up 4th down.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll let it go deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jerry Hughes able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield down. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take
the Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Gary Jennings, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And a deep territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard. Hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Jordan Elliott
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That keeps the score.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And any time a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, as a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Chubb. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
For a Cleveland Browns.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 20. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
Back to throw here. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are prep. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The give to Nick Chubb.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 52 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game. Like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. Got his man there. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And all the way up to the 49.
That's good.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The pass.
That incomplete. It's not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Sliding out of the pocket. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackle. Right, they miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
14.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
They're on the 21-yard line.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Ay, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay.